Hello and welcome to the Rose Etude series. Today we're going to look at the first Rose Etude. So what to look for first? We should look at the score. So the score, the key signature, it's C major. That means there's no sharps, no flats. The tempo, it's andante cantabile. Colonel equal 80 will be a good tempo. Time signature, C or 4/4, which means there's 4 beats per measure. Dynamics, the range goes from piano to forte, so pretty big range. Articulation, slurs, and tenuto accents. Breath mark, if some are already written on your score, use it. Type of etude, it's a lyrical etude, and in this book, the odes are lyrical and the even etudes are technical. So how to practice this etude? Put your metronome on the tempo. Good tempo will be colonel equal 50 to start on your metronome. And then make your way up to 80. Practice one melodic line at a time, from one breath mark to another. Don't move on to the next line until notes, rhythm, dynamics, and articulation are controlled. Make music. Think of what an opera singer would do with this line. You can try to sing it too. When the two first lines are controlled, put them together. Then work on the third line and add it to the two previous lines, and so on. So, a few tips before starting to practice it. Let's look at measure 17. Here, there's a trill on E. So that E, middle of the staff. So we have to trill E to F, and F natural because there's no F sharp in this piece. So, okay? So, very important to start with the E and then start trilling. Let's do it with the ending of the trill. Next measure that is important, measure 20. Here we have a D sharp. The D sharp, you have to take it on the right. You could possibly take it on the left if you have that key, that extra key that I have, but most people don't have it, and I didn't have it for a really long time as well. So for me, like D sharp, I have to think it's on the right, meaning the note before has to be taken on the left pinky. So here the C is going to be taken on the left pinky, and the D sharp on the right. So next measure, measure 22. Here we have a trill on D sharp. So D sharp, all those fingers press the pinky, the right pinky, and then you have two possibilities. You can trill and move both fingers, or just move the fourth finger. I prefer moving both, it works better for me, but I can show you both. So, first one. It works good for me. Then the next one. Not too bad, but it feels not as comfortable for me, so I always prefer the first one. But if you do the first one, you really have to move both fingers together. So, a little pressure helps, I think. So let's try. And then here, the C sharp has to be taken on the left, because we're like stuck on the right with the pinky on the D sharp. So, the ending of the trill is left, right, and then goes to E. Next measure, there's a sign at measure 26 that you might know or not. It's a gruppetto. That means you're going to go around the note that is written. So F is written. So you're going to go up to G, back to F, down to E, and back to F. It's going to sound like that. Here, we have a longer note, and it's 2 beats, right? So we're going to do that on the second beat. So you're going to hold the F and then do it. And then measure 27, something else here. We have 2 trills, one on A and one on open G. So let's look at how to do. A is going to have to go to B, and B natural. The A to B, it's a very hard thing to do, but we have that little key here. We have 4 keys. The top one is actually the B natural, so it's going to make it much easier. So let's try it. Yeah, much easier than going to the regular fingering. And then we have the ending of the trill. So. And then the second one is G to A with the regular fingering. So. With the ending of the trill. Now let's put it in the context with the right rhythm. Finally, one last thing, measure 31. There's a trill on a high B. So you just want to go to C natural, not very difficult, and then you have an ending of the trill A, B, C. So not a difficult one. Right, so we've seen a lot of little things. I hope that will help you practice it now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the whole piece. You can follow along. The score will appear on the side, and then I hope it will help you to be able to play it.